Hi, everyone. This is Brian Mako from the Rocky View Entrepreneur Series. I'm a CPA in public practice, chartered professional accountant. And what I've been doing with this Rocky View Entrepreneur Series is putting together, a bunch of people within my own practice who can all refer to each other or purchase from each other, and people that are associated with my practice as well. So today, I want to introduce from the Guides Hut in Fernie, Jay Carter.
Hi, Brian.
How you doing, Jay? So
I'm great.
we caught you at a busy day at work there. I can see that things are looking pretty good in the background there. So yeah, maybe we can even do a run together as we do this.
Great.
But anyways, yeah. So I've got the whole highlight here is going to be you and the Guides Hut in Fernie, and the big focus these days is local, but you are local because you grew up in Calgary. You've been to every quadrant of the city. You've probably been to every restaurant, etc., everything. And now that you live in Fernie, Calgary is really kind of one of your main bases, I'd say. So
Yeah, we have we track more. I mean, through our POS system, we track most of our customers. We kind of are, we say kind of 40-40-20, meaning 40% what we call Californians, people who live in Calgary but have a house in Fernie or come to Fernie, and 40% local, and normally 20% travelers, which could be, outside, Edmonton, Saskatchewan, Britain, Germany, whatever. This year, of course, it's 50-50-ish, maybe 60-40 local, 40% Californian or Calgarians.
yeah, yeah. Well, COVID has changed everything. But
Yeah.
well, okay. So now tell us about the Guides Hut itself. I mean, it's obviously a ski apparel company as well as all the other winter sports and summer sports too. So
Yeah, well, Guides Hut is a local high performance high end ski shop. I was a sales rep for around 20 years, and it was one of my dealers that I used to sell to, and it was kind of always my favorite mountain town dealer. We've had a house here in Fernie now for almost 16 years, and we had the opportunity to purchase the store roughly 6 years ago. There's some other stuff that was going on, and originally it was going to be a 4-year plan and ended up being a 6-month plan, and you were there right from the beginning. So
yeah, yeah, no, that was great. So what? How has COVID affected you this year? Because everyone's so afraid of COVID and lift lines and everything
well,
else.
you know what's funny? COVID is really, I mean, COVID is weird. It's originally when in kind of March when they kind of quote unquote shut everything down, we didn't know what was going to happen. We had almost 3 months of really no visitors. We didn't necessarily close. The BC government claimed bike shops, or said bike shops were essential services, because everybody was um, to get outside and do stuff but still socially distance. They were riding their bikes. So we went to kind of a lockdown procedure where we were open, but the door was locked. So if you actually needed something, you had to come in, knock on the door, or call us. We would open the door and say, "What do you need?" And contact free bike service and what have you. And that was for about almost 12 weeks, where we were open from 11 to 3 every day. And we went on reduced staff and so on and so forth. And then as things started to open up and the curve was flattened, we went to 11 to 5 hours for most of the summer, which finally was, the staff loved it because they could go out in the morning or they could go after work, and the day wasn't kind of ruined by work, as it were. So
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's been tough. I think there's been a lot of surprises as to how things go. I mean, I originally thought COVID would shut down so many things, but hopefully it's been beneficial. In terms of people staying home and spending money and on sports gear or to what.
yeah, well, we've had our ups and downs, obviously. And the funny thing was, we sell high end skis and bikes, camping gear, that kind of stuff. We sold out of bikes basically the middle of June, and couldn't get any more. Our suppliers, even now, I was talking to one of our suppliers today, and he's like, you can't even think about 2021 with bikes right now. You have to start thinking about 2022. Some of the parts suppliers that supply our companies with, things to make the bikes, they're 400 days out on supply. So we really don't know what's happening with bikes
Yeah,
this summer. So it could be interesting.
yeah. Well, I guess we all just have to kind of stay tuned.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, okay, I have another kind of stock question here. What's a typical day like for you and your business?
Well,
Looks pretty good, Jay.
yeah, exactly. It kind of la la la. My typical day. So I hurt my leg last year, hurt my knee last year, and it really cut my season short beginning of January. And there was some other stuff going on. So and then of course COVID closed the ski hill in March. So I wasn't able to ski as much this last year or last season. So my goal this year is to ski every day the hill is open, starting we started on New Year's Eve. Because before going up to New Year's Eve, of course, it's holidays and Christmas and stuff, and we're super busy. So I have a few days in December, and now since New Year's Eve, I've skied every day of this year. Now, that's not necessarily all day, every day. So generally in the mornings, I will get here for first chair and ski for as little as an hour or as much as 4 hours. I have fantastic staff, and we all are passionate about mountain sports. So we kind of tag teams things off. So it allows me to go skiing pretty much every day. My kids are training for ski racing. So, like I said, I generally ski every morning, but sometimes it's afternoons because the kids have to come up and train, what have you. So, and then the rest of the time is kind of, work your knuckles to the bone, tuning skis or selling stuff or what have you, or, doing accounting, which is my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, that's great. Great. You're in such close proximity to such a fantastic resort.
Well, that's it. I mean, I was, like I said, I was a sales rep for 20 odd years, and nothing like driving around selling stuff and not being able to use it for a lot of the time. So conscious effort to the ski hill's 8 minutes from our house. The store is 4 minutes from our house, and it's Fernie. Like, I have friends that have stores in metropolitan areas, Calgary, Edmonton, Banff and stuff, and they don't ski. And I never understood how a ski shop owner doesn't ski. So my job is to go skiing, test gear today. Here, I don't know if you can see it. The beauty of it is I get to test next year's stuff way early. So I very rarely ski the same ski 2 days in a row. And we're testing next year's gear to see what consumers are going to be able to buy. So
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's go through your website here. I'll just do a quick screen share. If you can see this, I just want to show some pictures of and this is what you have right on the website.
That's the guide set, 671 2nd Avenue, Fernie, BC.
Awesome.
www.theguideset.ca.
And this looks boring.
Yeah, terrible.
Let's see. There we go. So there's the mountain bikes and all the apparel.
Yep.
And more bikes for the summertime.
Yeah. So so interesting. We've always had an online presence, but it's Fernie is a shipping black hole. It takes probably that whole big internet retailer stuff where they go guaranteed overnight shipping. That doesn't happen to Fernie. Sometimes it'll take 7 days to get out of the valley. But this year, because of COVID and the shortages everywhere, we're shipping stuff all over Canada and into the US because everybody else has run out of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Our internet presence has gone up a lot, like leaps and bounds. It's still not a huge part of our business, but we are shipping. It's crazy how much stuff we ship to Quebec of all places. So
really, yeah. Well, there's got to be something good that comes of COVID, right? We'll all get new habits and do things maybe more conveniently, maybe cheaper. Who knows?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a price to everything. So.
And I honestly prefer to go to a shop and try on the ski boots, but
Well, we always say the internet can't fit your boots and it can't tune your skis. And we're selling stuff, but we spend a vast majority of our time educating people more than we do actually physically selling stuff. So, as much as there's stuff for sale, especially with the surge in backcountry skiing and other outdoor stuff. Some people haven't, we have people that haven't been on skis, let alone backcountry skied in 20 odd years. So everything is new and different. So we try and, help them with their choices and sometimes maybe we don't have what they need, but we're happy to sell them to one of our own. We have a great relationship with the other shops in town for the most part. And in reality, I sold most of them stuff in my past life. So if we don't have it, they have it, and we send people up and down the street or whatever. Or even like this week, I've shipped skis to a store in Edmonton because they ran out. and we were able to trade some gear, and same thing, some stuff to Golden, and we just traded gear. Kind of, it's a network that that really helps everybody. So
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, that's putting the customer first when you can, you know, sort of branch out to, I guess, competitors, but say, hey, this customer needs this. I haven't got it. Go ahead.
yeah, well, we don't even, I mean, it's symbiotic. We don't like they're not, yeah, they're competitors, but they're friends first for the most part. Like, I mean, I've hundreds and hundreds of friends in the industry after years and years. So it's hey, I'll help you, you help me. And sometimes, like, we shipped a pair of skis earlier this year to somebody. I'm like, dude, I don't, you know, at some point I'll need something from you. And this week it happened to be, I needed something from him. And he's like, and it was just like, we just trade. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so what stories or what questions didn't I ask, or what stories should I tell that, you know, would be important, but I kind of didn't cover here?
I mean, it's, right now, I don't know, if you want to follow me, Waxman Guide Set on Instagram. Every day I do a daily snow report. Again, back to my knee injury and some other stuff happening last winter, and COVID. I kind of always like, just be kind. Don't be a dick. Everybody else has got other things going on. So my daily report is, you know, go skiing, make time in your life for everything, and be nice to people and dogs. So
And dogs, especially dogs.
especially dogs.
Oh, that's great, Jay. Well, I don't know, if nothing else, we've kind of gone through, you know, my general list of questions, and anything else you'd like to tell us, just let me know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, visit the Guide Set in person or online. Support your local ski shop, bike shop. Just doing on my gloves here. It's freezing today.
Yeah,
And maybe we'll do a little ski run here if you're done.
I'm in.
Well, here, where are we going to go skiing now?
Let's do some training.
This is going down a Falling Star in Fernie. Groomed to perfection as normal. Look at that. Woo-hoo. So
Oh, that looks beautiful.
yeah, this
So
is kind of my life.
this is the skiing that I've done this year. I've done nothing other than this.
There you go. Well, I'm at 50 odd days and you're at 1. So there you go.
That's pretty awesome.
So I'm gonna. Anything else?
No, I guess that's it, Jay. So thanks, and then yeah, appreciate your time, and hopefully everybody within the Rocky View Entrepreneur Series will see this and, you know, come visit you in Fernie.
Yeah, and you know, we're here to sell you stuff, educate you, whatever you need, or just go skiing. And you have to go skiing. Get out of that water ski boat and come skiing. Crying out loud.
Hey, it's got boards that I can put on my feet. I like it. So okay, you don't have to.
Okay, buddy.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye for now.